Hello everybody, it's Mindy, and today I am here with a yarn video, a crochet, yarn, all that good stuff type of video. I have moved to a different location once again. I'm always trying to find the best lighting. I like sitting on my couch, which is right there, but I get this weird green glow when I sit there because I have windows in front and windows in back, and I just get this weird glow. So I'm sitting beside the couch on my footstool, and we'll see how this goes. I like the lighting pretty good here. So let's get to it. I have a ton of stuff to show you. I don't know if you've seen all of this, if I've shown it before, but these are my most recent projects. We'll start with things I have completed. Let's start there, okay? So it has been finished object February, and I'm working on a bingo through our local yarn store, the Yarn Garden in Charlotte, Michigan. And I've been trying to get a lot of things done. I did not have a lot of whips, but I did start some new things and finish some things. So anyhow, let's just show you everything I've worked on. Okay, so I finished, okay, let me show you this. I finished this hat. I had this hat. It's a hat I was working on for Josh. He didn't really like it. So I finished it up. All I really did was I put this little ribbing, and I sewed a little tag on there that I had, put a pom-pom on there, and it's ready to go, okay? So there's a hat. I finished a hat, and that counted for a bingo square. Now, I had some yarn left over from this when I was done, so whenever I have some of my DK weight hand-dyed yarns left, I make a little hexagon. So I made a hexagon out of that one. My pile of hexagons is getting a little bigger. I'll show you the whole stack here in a second. Oh, I also had this yarn that had just been sitting around. It was just a little ball. I made something with this a while back. I don't remember what now. A cowl maybe? I don't know. But I got another hexagon out of that one. I might as well show you the stack. I don't have a huge stack, but look. I mean, we're getting some hexagons. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them there. It's a long ways from making a blanket, but you know, it's okay. So what else did I work on? Let me show you this. A lot of you have seen this. We worked on this for the crochet along. It's so stinking cute. I'm thinking I'm going to make another one. I would like to make another one. And then maybe I can do the little muzzle a little different. I wasn't really a fan of the muzzle. I think I sewed it in too tight and stuff. But anyhow, it's super cute. And I've got plenty of this pink yarn left and the white yarn left. I think I might do another one. We'll see. We'll see what time allows. Because I had so much of that yarn, I decided to just go and make myself a pillow. I love the pillow. It's super cute. Just alternated the pink with the white, and it's super cute. I was making it and Dale was laughing at me, but I tell you what, the second I finished putting this together and I was like, hey, look. And I kind of tossed it at him and he went, yep. Put it behind his head and got all comfy cozy. All right. So here's another thing I made. And I might make another one of these. And I would do the ears differently. So see the ears floppy, floppy. I would sew the ears further down so that they don't flop so much. But this was fun to do. It was a cute little project. It's just got a little glass inside of it. I found it, I don't know, somewhere Hobby Lobby or something on clearance. And I'm like, how cute is that? And then you could fill this up with goodies for Easter. I think these would sell. If I had more of these, I think I could sell these. And I do have a craft show in April. I think I have a craft show in April. It's not like set in stone yet. But that's cute, right? Super cute. So I made that guy. All right. What else have we made? What else have we made? These were for, well, I follow Marley Bird, and she did something called a one ball sleeve. She called it a, what'd she call it? An iPad sleeve? I don't know. So it was a Caron cake. Was it a Caron cake? I think so. And we took it all apart, separated all the colors out, and I made this. This is the back. And this is the front, and I found a little button to put on there to close it. See my little button? This is super cute. I would call it a book sleeve. I don't know if an iPad would fit in there. Maybe a small one. I don't know. I don't have an iPad, but I would call it a book sleeve. So I had this yarn left over. I had plenty of it left over. So I went ahead and I made this one. It's funny how different the two of them actually look, but it's the same yarn. They're the exact same yarn, just put together differently, and look how different they look. I don't know which one's my favorite. I don't know. I'm sort of leaning towards this one. Here's the back of this. Look at it. Cute, right? So I have 2 little book sleeves. Those will go in my sale pile, stuff to sell. Then another Marley Bird thing. This was game day. She does these events like Turkey Trot and game day. She does a few others. So it's like clues come out throughout the day, or Turkey Trot was over several days, and you make a project together. So this was the project that we made. And this is how it turned out. I really like it. I have my own yarn. I did not use the yarn that was recommended. I had a little tag I put on it. Peace, love, and joy. Had a pom-pom for it. It's super cute, right? Super cute. Now, it called for more of this pattern, but I did not like it. I'm going to put this on. It'll mess up my hair, but you know, that's why I don't wear hats very often. But look at it. It's super cute, right? It's super cute. Yeah, it would have been like really big and floppy in the back, and I did not like that. So I stopped there, and I like it that way. I think it's cute. This reminds me of Central Michigan University colors. I might give this to my daughter. She went to CMU. I don't know. We'll see. I might give that to her. All right. Then I had this yarn laying around, and I wanted to try to use it. And I had a pattern for a warm weather bucket hat. Warm weather. So this is made from a Kiron latte cake. And I'm sorry, I have it attached to something. So it's made from a latte cake. And I've still got a ton of it left after making the hat. I don't know how many hats I could get out of it, actually. But I made one hat. Super cute, right? Super cute. And again, this called for more brim than it has, and I did not like more brim, so I stopped there. So I made 3 hats. That's a lot of hats. But I had this much of the yarn left. So there was another pattern I found for just an ear warmer, and so I have started the ear warmer. Here's my ear warmer. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm still going to have a ton of yarn left. I don't know what else I make. Do I make another bucket hat out of it? I don't know. We'll see. All right, what else have I worked on? What else have I worked on? Oh, I've been starting to work on these. I have picked up some of this flower power yarn. You know, you're not supposed to have to cut the, look, I messed up my hair. You're not supposed to have to cut it. You just, the color changes as it needs to change for the pattern. Just like the all-in-one granny square yarn. All-in-one granny square yarn, I had a hard time with. This stuff though, this one actually works up pretty good. Although I've had a few times where the colors, like, okay, this one, for example, this was no fault of crocheting it wrong, but you see the center was yellow, and then it changed to blue, but in the blue there was some yellow. And I was like, that was the fault of the yarn not being dyed correctly, not the fault of crocheting it wrong, you know what I mean? But, I mean, they're pretty cute. And I thought, well, it's in the center, it still mixes. There was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't cut it out, because then I would not have had enough of the light blue. So, but like the first one I did, just looks like this. I had one little stitch right here where the yellow, I had a little bit of yellow left. Now, when you cut all this off, and you have this much to do whatever you want to do with it, sew them together or whatnot. So I've done 2 in that color, and then I picked up this one, and I've done 2 in this color. So I'm thinking I'm going to make enough of these to make like a bag out of. I think they'd be cute. Alternate the colors because they coordinate. And then, of course, last night I asked Dale, I said, if you're going to put these together and add another color, which color would you join these with? He looked at me and he goes, orange. He did that to me one other time. Orange. I like Dale. I think the yellow, actually. I think if you like yellow between all the squares, and then maybe a yellow handle, I think the yellow would be pretty. Let me know your thoughts, okay? You guys are more reasonable than Dale is. Okay, those are finished objects finished. All right, now let me show you some things. Well, the ear warmer wasn't finished. I have pulled this project out again. Let me show you this one. This is getting somewhere. I've added another color. So this is with my little Advent yarns. I don't remember. I think they're Southern Skeins Advent from a couple years ago. I don't remember. But this is my Tunisian. It's the back side of it. On the bias. Okay. And so here's where I'm at, where I'm adding in this dark. Look at how pretty that looks. It really looks pretty as it changes colors. And you do one row of one color, one row of another color, and when one runs out, you just add the next color in. I think it's really pretty how it's turning out. This is one of those projects, it's like every once in a while, it doesn't come out right. I miss a stitch, I miss the count. I have to count like every row I'm doing that just to make sure I'm on track. But I've made some more progress on that. And I did add in one new color. I added in the dark rusty color. I've got this much left of that one. Surprisingly, that's probably going to be at least 3 more rows. So 6 more rows before I get to another new color. So there's that. Okay, what else have I worked on? Let's show you this. This is my Expression Fiber Arts. This is the year-long mystery crochet along. And I'm on February. And this one, oh my gosh, this one was giving me fits as well. Like not getting the correct count every time. Anyhow, so we started here with just like this. These are front post, back post, or whatever they are. And we did that with that color. And then we added in our next color. Please don't, oh, I didn't lose my stitch. I'm about to lose my stitch right here though, because I'm partway through a row. Let's pull up a really big loop here. There. Now we've added in the next color and it's doing this, which is really cool. So I don't know what I think it's just like a wrap. I think it's going to be probably just a rectangular wrap. Look how cool that is. It's pretty cool. If I keep the stitch counts right, the pattern's not hard, but if you miss one little thing, you're like, oh. So got to be careful with both of those projects. I have to count and make sure I'm on track with both of them. I'll show you the Wonderland blanket later because it's over on the table. But let's look at yarn right now. We got lots of yarn, okay? Lots of yarn. Expression Fiber Arts. I just can't stay away from her and bad sheep yarn. I'm telling you. So let me show you what I got. She's always running deals, always running specials. I swear every day I wake up, there's some new email that's like, hey, we have such and such, and we have, sorry, trying to get scissors, have 15% off today, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, so let's get into this, and I'll show you what we have. Thought I'd open this, but no, I had not. Now, this is not the next month's yarn, clearly, because we're in February still. And the next yarn won't come out until sometime in March. So, for the next clue. All right, she always sends these little cards. This one's just a thank you card. There's always like a code for some money off your next purchase. And then this one is like a tips and tricks card, like winding your yarn, how to avoid color pooling, caring for your yarn, ordering enough yarn. Little tips on the back. Okay. So this yarn was on sale. Oh, this is fine yarn too, but it is soft. This is a yarn base that they don't always have. It's Good Things Fingering, all Good Things Fingering. And it's 75% bamboo, 15% fine merino wool, 10% lyocell. 437 yards in here because it is a fingering weight. So it is pretty thin. It's a thin little yarn. But look at the color and look how pretty it is. 437 yards. You can do some stuff with that, with one hank of that. And the color is called Happy Thoughts. So this is, I think it's a base they're not carrying anymore. They had it on like a real deal, sale, clearance, whatever, clear out. So I got that. Now this yarn is a year-long color. And I think she's coming out with it on multiple bases. But I hopped on this one This is on their Sparkle DK base. So she asked, like in one of her groups, about what people would like for the year. Like what would their, thoughts for the year be? Kind of like a word of the year sort of thing. And it was kind of serenity. So this color name is Serenity. And I got it on the Sparkle DK, which is superwash, merino wool, nylon, baby alpaca, and metallic. So it is really quite soft. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, purples and teals, I was like, yeah, okay, yes. I love these colors. And I know that it just came out, I believe, on a tweed base, the same color. So I think throughout the year, she's going to have this in multiple different bases. But this Sparkle DK was beautiful. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? It is so stinking pretty. I love it. So I had to pick up one of those. So that's my Expression Fiber Arts purchase. Now, the rest of this, let's talk about Joanne. Joanne, their bankruptcy, going out of business, whatever. They first announced that they were going to close 500 of their 800 stores. I have 2 in my area. No, not 4, 2. I have 2 in my area. And one of my stores was going to stay open, and the other one was closing. So they announced the closing stores, and then about a week and a half later, they announced that they were all going to close because now they had been purchased by a liquidator. So it was very interesting. The store that knew it was going to close, I visited there the other day. Actually, I went to both of them in the same day. But I went to the one that had been slated to close earlier. I went there first. And in my vlog, I have some video of their yarn shelves. They were getting quite sparse. They've had, he said, 2 weekends now since they knew they were going to close. 2 very busy weekends of selling. There wasn't a ton of yarn there, but I did find yarn. So let me show you what I got at store number 1. Now, I wasn't going to look for a lot of, the yarn was 25% off, across the board, 25% off. And I was really only going to look for Big Twist because Big Twist is what we won't be able to get anymore. The other yarns that they carry, we'll still be able to get. But I did pick up these at 75% off. Now, Casey is Knit and Crochet. That is also a Joanne's brand. So I picked up 2 pom-poms, and these are bigger pom-poms than what I have, which I really like. I like these 2. I should have gotten more. How much are they originally? $5.99 a pom-pom, 25% off. I should have gotten more of those. Anyhow, I picked up a couple pom-poms. The only yarns I got that were not Joanne brand, I got a few. And I got this. I got this because I love this baby velvet. And I don't have this purple. So I got one of the baby velvets. These are like 11. I think they're $11.99. There's a lot of yarn in them, though. There's a lot of yardage. It is 492 yards in here. Oh, it shows you how to make a baby blanket with it right there. Look, we got a baby blanket pattern. But these are awesome for, hats and ear warmers and just all kinds of stuff. So I did get one of those. And I did get a couple of these just because. More flower power. And I'm glad I picked up some more flower power because I actually like working with this yarn. It's not soft. It's not going to be for, a soft project, but great for things like bags and maybe book sleeves or whatever I can think of to make with those squares, right? A blanket, maybe. I don't know. A throw. There's sweaters and everything made with this. There's patterns for sweaters. But I picked up 2 more colors. This is Peony Pop. And this one is Calendula. So things I don't have. I like them. Okay. So those were the only Joanne brand. Okay. What else did I get? I saw this when I went down to Battle Creek. I saw this yarn and I didn't pick up any, but I got some this time. I got 3 of them, 3 different colors. This is called Jelly Bean. It is 218 yards. It's not like a super soft yarn, and that's why I didn't pick it up. But again, I'm thinking, I can do fun things with this. I could do a book sleeve with this. I could do pouches. I could do all kinds of different things with this yarn. It is a 4-weight yarn, and it's made up of 93% acrylic with 7% polyester. But if you look at it close, look how fun it is with the little striping effect. It's in all of them. I mean, they're really cute. I mean, they are cute. So I picked up just 3 different colors. I didn't need multiple colors because I'm not going to do a big project with them. They'll just be smaller projects. So that's the Jelly Bean. All right. Then I picked up a couple. I had never been a big twisty girl. I didn't think that, oh, we got geese coming in. Nope, they decided not to come in because the ducks are in the pond. They were like, ooh, and they saw the ducks and they went right up over the house. I'd never been a big twist girl. I didn't think big twist was all that soft, but it certainly is much softer than some other value yarns, value acrylics. So this is Big Twist Value, and it's really quite soft. I have been picking up some of the Big Twist Value along the way, and this color was just really pretty. It's a very pastel, very light color. Now there are, let's see, how much is in here? I don't know. This is called Speckle Brights, 100% acrylic, 269 yards of just a 4-weight. And when I've been picking these up, I've been getting 2 of each just to give me a little bit more of each color. I've gotten a pink and a purple and some other fun colors. So there's those. Like I said, big twist we want to be able to get. Now the rest of this, I love, love, love their Casey cotton. I'm going to miss the Casey cotton. This is a 3-weight cotton. And it's 180 yards in each skein. And I got a few. This is Rainforest. Don't have any of that. I picked up a dark gray. It's called Charcoal. Now, Rainforest and Charcoal. Picked up a brown. These are colors I had not ever really gravitated towards, but I'm like, let me just get some. That's Sequoia. Oh, those go together well. Wow, those go together nicely. I like those. I picked up a blue, which is called River Run. Man, those are nice together. Wow. Okay. And I got a couple more in here. They have these, which I have a few of these. I don't have this color. I've made stuff out of these for sure. This is called White Sands. It's kind of like a brown and tan taupe colors. And then I got a purple. And I'm pretty sure I have this purple, but I really like it. So I got Lavender Fields. Very pretty. Are you showing my colors? Oh, not very good. So those are my Casey cottons. But man, these 4 go together nicely. You could do something bigger with this, right? Put those together? I don't know. Okay, that's store number 1. You heard me, that was store number 1. All right. Now, later in the day, I decided, after visiting store number 1, the guy there was like, yeah, the other store might have more because they didn't know until just like 2 days ago that they were going to go out of business. They were going to be closed. So they might have more stock. And here's the weird thing. Since they were the store that was going to stay open, I think they were probably maybe a better performing store. I remember the last time I was there was tons of yarn. Like when we first heard about the bankruptcy, they had tons of yarn. They had yarn up above, boxes and boxes and boxes of yarn. Maybe because they were a better performing store, they had more stock. They still had tons of yarn when I was there the other day. Their shelves were still pretty full, and all those boxes that were up above, they're still there. More yarn. All right. So I was very lucky to get some more Vortex. That's what I went looking for at both stores, was Vortex, because I love this yarn. I've never made a thing with it, but I love it. So I found the color Rosebush. I had not gotten any Rosebush, and it's very pretty. I could never find any of the brown or the gray ones, but I've got several colors, several different colors now. And I'm buying multiple because in here is approximately how many yards? I always have a hard time finding their yardage. 4 weight, we know that. Oh, it would take 4 to make a blanket, 2 to make a pillow, 2 to make a scarf, 1 to make a hat. Okay, 328 yards. So how many did I get of rose bush? I don't know. I don't have the bag with rose bush. Hang on. Here's the bag with rose bush. How many rose bush did I get? I got 5. Okay, I got 5 rose bush. All right, so there's my rose bush. I'll go add this. I'm thinking these are perfect for like a sweater. You could do the hexy cardigan with those and let the colors just change. Then I got home and I realized I have this one. I have 5 of these. This is Neon Rainforest, but look how pretty it is. I'm not even mad about it that I have 10 of these now. Not mad about that at all. I think that's gorgeous. Wow, the pinks are popping on that. I didn't realize there were so many pinks until I just held it up to the camera like that, but pretty. So I have 10 of those now, okay? So I got me some Vortex yarn. We can make some sweaters. All right, now my other bag. So I went looking at Big Twist for book blanket colors. I have some more book blankets to do. And my one is blue, gold, and white. Blue, gold, and white. Well, this is the closest I think I'm going to come to a gold color. So there's my gold. The blues on the book cover are hard to find. And so I found this. This is a variegated one, stripy or something. And those are the 2 colors that make up the book. And this is, there's a ring on it because the book is about finding a ring and the owner of the ring. It's an interesting book. It's called Something About Mira. And then the lettering was white. So there's my 3 colors for Something About Mira. I can get started on that one now. Okay. Something About Mira book. All right. Then another book had this color in it. So I picked up this one, which is soft purple. Just soft purple. And Big Twist, this Big Twist value is actually quite nice. I'm quite impressed with it. Okay, quite impressed. I'd never had it before. I picked up this one. I don't know why. I just did because it was different. And I don't really do blues or greens. Blue, green, and gray. It's not my color palette. But I picked it up because other people like other things, you know. And here's a yarn I've never, ever purchased. And it's Big Twist Living. It is really soft. Somebody told me the other day that this is like an anti-pilling. It doesn't say it's anti-pilling on here, but anyhow, this yarn is called Inclusivity, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it is super soft. This is really, really nice, soft, squishy yarn. It is 4 weight. And what's it made out of? It's always hard to find their stuff. Let's see. Oh, there it says it right there. 100% anti-pilling acrylic. There we go. So I got 2 of those. Man, I said I wasn't going back to Joanne's. I said this was it. This was this was going to be my haul. What I got is what I got. All right. So here we go. Cream. KC Cotton. Had to get it. Cream. I have a white, but I picked up another white. I should have gotten more white. I use white a lot. I got this rusty color. Oh, this has all been taped back on. This is Canyon. I didn't have Canyon, did I, in the other bag? I don't think so. Canyon. And then I got Santa Fe. These 2 great things for bucket hats, and, you know, they're awesome. Actually goes really well with Canyon. Look at that. Goes beautifully with Canyon. And then I got Denali. You notice the names of them? Canyon, Denali, all kind of like nature inspired. It's kind of like blue jean and gray. And then I picked up Iditarod. See what I mean? Iditarod's really pretty too. So there's my KC cottons. And I'm going to miss the KC cotton. If I go back to Joanne's, I'm going to just get KC cotton. Maybe some more of that living yarn, because that was really nice. But this is a ton of yarn. I got a lot of yarn here. But my thought was, you won't be able to get this again. We don't really think, anybody that has studied Joanne's and learned about them and been following along, like somebody even goes to like the hearings. They're close to where the hearings are for the bankruptcy. Nobody thinks Big Twist is going to get picked up by anybody. Nobody feels Big Twist will be picked up by anybody. Like, where is Big Twist? Does it say where it's manufactured? I mean, it's made in Turkey. Registered trademark of JAS, Jas LLC, made in Turkey. Don't know. I don't know if anybody will pick it up. It's nice yarn. It would be, I think it would be beneficial for some other store, you know, Michael's or someone else to pick up Big Twist. But they all have their own lines as well. You know, Michael's has their own lines. Hobby Lobby has their own line. Who would pick it up? Who wants it? Who needs it? I don't know. It's good yarn though. Anyhow, let me show you the blanket and then we're done. Okay. And I'll talk about the blanket. It's finished, but it's not finished. Let me tell you why. Here's my little bingo. Finishing up this blanket gets me 3 bingos, 3 different directions. Finishing up this blanket, and I'm going to take it in today and turn my sheet in. So it's not finished, it's put together. All the squares are put together, which was it was a lot of work. So now I need to put a border on it. It has to have a border because, well, I'll show you why. Because we have all of these just edges. Plus, and then when you put it together, sometimes there's a little dip here, you know. So it needs a border, but before I put a border on it, I need to block it. Even though I blocked all these squares to make them the size that they were supposed to be, some are still a little wonky. You know what I mean? They're not. Okay, I'm trying to bunch this up here so that I can reveal it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. I don't know how far back I would need to go. Okay, let me do it this way because this is the short way across and the long way down. I don't know. Anyhow, there it is, folks. There it is. And so if you can tell, some of them pucker a little more than others. It's not super flat. So I want to block this whole thing now that it's put together and then go back. It's very heavy now. And then go back. I'll bring you up close. And then go back and put the border on. So, yeah, it's done, like I said, but it's not done, you know? It's super pretty, though. Look how pretty it is, all the colors and all the different squares. I love it. I do, but I need a nice border. I think I picked a border. I want something very simple, nothing very complicated. I found a border I'm going to use, but I need to block it first. And where do I block this thing? Where do I put it? I don't know if it would fit on the kitchen counter. It might fit on the kitchen counter. I can't lay it down on the floor. I'd have to put towels all down on the floor. I might be able to put it on the counter. We'll see. You know, I could hang it outside, maybe, and just let it hang. But how else do you pin it and stretch it? I've got to pin and stretch. I don't know. We'll see. All right. That's it, folks, for the Yarny video this time. So I'll let you go. Hear the chickens? No, now she's still. Oh, now there she goes. They're having a good time out there. Our snow's melting, but we still have snow. And then it snowed yesterday. I mean, it didn't. It was just like spitting. Yeah. Anyhow. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.